Hi, gang. I'm Lou, and welcome to Dirigo Safety's Roll Call. Every 2 weeks on a Wednesday, we'll be pushing out important information concerning you, the police officer that is working in the New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, and northern Massachusetts area. Things that you may not have yet heard about, news. I have so much to fill you in on, but I wanted to keep this to 4 minutes or less, so let's take a look at my folder. So let's begin in Maine, where I see that the crime rate remains mostly static this year except for a recent spike in homicides, 5 since November 21, not including the massacre in Lewiston. I also found that a school resource officer named Rick Buckland will be retiring after 26 years of service with the Sanford, Maine Police Department. Well done, officer. Well done as well to the Rockland Police for your recognition from the U.S. Attorney's Office for your continued efforts with community policing. They were also awarded a $179,000 grant to support its crisis intervention teams, de-escalation training, and innovative police strategies. Well done to retired Chief Bruce Boucher of Dirigo Safety, who helped the city apply for this grant. I also see that the police are warning parents about the new feature on iPhones that allow people to share contact information and photos by simply touching another phone with your kid's iPhone that is left unlocked. Be sure to swipe your phone off when you are done to prevent sharing private information that you don't want to share. Northeastern University did a 5-year study with the Mass Department of Corrections and found that their correctional officer rates of suicide were 12 times higher than that of the general suicide rate in Massachusetts. Moreover, 25% of correctional officers there reported at least one symptom related to suicide ideation. Tragically, the region also lost another police officer at a detail work site when Waltham, Massachusetts police officer Paul Tracy died along with a National Grid worker after a truck driven by a New Hampshire man barreled through their work site. His funeral is scheduled for this Friday, December 15th. I also see in Mass where they are looking to make it easier for families of police officers injured or disabled on the job by passing and signing a disability bill that would allow the family access to the officer's disability pension in cases of death or disability. In Nashua, New Hampshire, they are once again having their Tactical Christmas. For the 10th year, these Nashua tactical officers collect and distribute toys and gifts to those who might otherwise not be able to celebrate these holidays. I also found that the Hampton, New Hampshire Police Department are once again hiring summer part-time police officers. This is a great place to start in case you know of a police cadet or someone else looking to get their start in police work. Chief Hubecki in Hollis is looking for a dispatcher supervisor, and Kennebunk, Maine is looking for a dog handler. Washburn, Maine, which is way up there in northern Maine, is looking to hire a new police chief. Littleton, Mass Police are looking to host a coffee talk to discuss ways to prevent becoming a scam victim, or as the social media feed puts it, stopping the Grinch. A reminder for us all when Vermont had one of their police cruisers stolen and also had a police rifle inside. The cruiser has since been located along with the suspect, but the rifle is still missing. Also in Vermont, the Criminal Justice Council decertified in a 15-1 vote a sheriff who has been charged with kicking a shackled prisoner. Manchester, New Hampshire police successfully used their newly installed ShotSpotter technology to help identify and arrest a city man accused of shooting a rifle into the air during a domestic disturbance. The New Hampshire Commission on Cannabis has just finished up months of work with no recommendation towards legalizing recreational marijuana. New Hampshire remains for now a live free or die state unless you want to get high state, even though the governor has publicly stated that he will support reasonable legalization for recreational use. Closing things out for this briefing, I see that the Boston Police signed a 5-year contract with retroactive pay to the officers amounting to a 21% increase from 2020. There is some training in the area to include field interview training in January in Bangor, some first line supervision training in February in Auburn, active threat response training in Barre, Vermont at the end of February, and some FTO training in Salisbury, Mass. Don't forget that in Maine and soon to be in New Hampshire, officers can get their 2024 copy of the Street Reference for their state, which is a quick guide to laws that you deal with. Maine also has a standardized field sobriety test notebook for quick and handy reference. Lastly, my Department of the Week goes to the Salem, Mass Police Department for what I think is a different shoulder patch that seeks to recognize their historic background. There is so much more to report, but I'm already over the 4 minutes. I hope you like and subscribe to these, and if you have something noteworthy to pass along to me, reach out to me. I want to hear from you and to have you part of our future roll calls. Until next time, this is Lou. I hope all is well.